Welcome back to Schrodinger's cat burglar, where Mittens has discovered her new powers of conducting electricity. So now we gotta solve a few puzzles to cause a power surge and open this big door there at the back. So eventually we can gain some more access around this facility. Okay, Mittens, this is a power substation. There will be a main power cell surrounded by a paint line on the floor. You need to bring it up to the required power level. Once you reach the power threshold, the green lights will flash. That's your cue to go back to the entry room and engage power transfer. Got that? Good. Get puzzle solving. So it looks like we've got a weight dispenser, and it's actually a charged battery. And the thing we've got to do with this device here is get the power to go all the way to the mark level, which in this case is 4. There isn't anywhere we can put the battery to just use the power from it, so I assume we use it somewhere else. Like, obviously we have buttons. We can open those cages here, so we can have one cat sit here, one cat wait on the button. Okay, that will let us open a door in the back there. So now our second cat can go in. Okay, if we leave this button now, we can pop up on this ledge. And that lets us open this access grate. Okay. So now we have access to the battery again without needing the buttons. From here we can continue to the next room, because that will let us press 2 buttons at once here and release our kitty over there. Okay, now we need the battery. We can share it across our cats, and that gives power level 2, and this Mitten gets access. So this is the device here we can touch to transfer power, and our other Mittens gets electrified. But presumably we need to do more, right? Because there is more devices, so we have to accumulate power. If we pull this here... Yes, okay, this gets a charge to 2, and then this door opens. Then we can pull out the battery. Okay, now we've discharged it actually. Previously it didn't discharge when I put it there, but that's fine. Because now it can just be used as a weight here, and we can still pull the power from this top device here and stash it here. So we have 4 power stashed in. Now we're just looking to transfer it to the other side. So potentially, actually, we may want to leave it in this device. Let's see. That one is now charged fully. We can release our chunky Mittens into here, and then go out through here. We can open this door. So both our cats are on this side. Because now all we need is, 1 Mittens to return into here, to be near the fully charged device and touch it. And then the other one needs to touch this device, and we got full power. There we go. That's one of the 4 things solved, but we still need to pull the levers in order for this to take effect on the power levels in the facility. So here we split, and we pull. Power flow is up, 25%, acceptable. We're on our way to make it unacceptable, because then we will be able to get through that door. Second puzzle then. So we've got Substation A behind a Heisenberg field, so we can't access that if we're split, which is interesting immediately as a challenge, because we need split cats in order to transfer energy, right? So we will need to disable this, which we can't do if we discharge this station. So we can start putting power into those individual elements. Here it activates a camera so that we can get some quantum passing of doors. So we can send our chunky Mittens into here. There's also a station here that will open that door, but it will also activate the Heisenberg field here, which will cut us off a little bit. So let's see what else we have. This one here will open doors, so that seems like a good thing to power. And then there's another one at the bottom in this room, and that will activate a camera. Oh, but it also gives us a Heisenberg field here. So whoever's here, they're stuck. So possibly we want to do that last. So if we can return the power here for now, and instead we can have this Mittens go into here and touch this device first. So we can power the door, but now we're separated. But that's fine, because now if we power this, the other Mittens will be able to pass through doors, because we'll stand in the camera and we're all good for that. So now what? We need one of them here and the other doing the power transfers, right? So we can remove it from this camera. Then we're able to just go across the open doors. We can then get this one. This door will close. Is that what we want? Probably not, because now we're trapped. So maybe too early for that. If we do this one, it will close the door, but it will also turn off the Heisenberg field, which means then we have access to this camera, and we can be able to pass through the doors. So let's see, we can get it to this power cell and then reactivate the door. Does that help? No, it reactivates this door, but then the other Mittens is trapped and we don't have access to the camera anymore. So maybe that's not the right spot to put this. We could, of course, route the power through here, right? Temporarily, yes, it will lock the Heisenberg field with the access to the substation, but then we should be able to move that power out again. For example, now we move it into this one. We get access back. And from here, potentially reactivate the camera here. So now this Mittens can pass through things, and we can get the power from this side onto the substation. And now the only one remaining is in here. But now we're locked in. Unless we send it back to the camera here, then once again we can become quantum past the door, and we do the same thing where we pass it from this camera field onto the substation. And yes, that's the puzzle solved. Now everything is open. We can reconnect and build up the power surge. What level is it gonna be now? Power flow high. Okay, not yet high enough. 2 more puzzles are required for this segment, but we're getting there. Okay, puzzle 3. We've got barriers. We've got batteries. Yeah, substation C. There is a lift here with a field, so we won't be able to go through and use the lift as a single cat for now. Okay, doors open on the button, so we can get in here. Grab that battery. That battery is discharged, but it can still be used as a weight so that we can have cats in both those places, right? Because there are power stations here. So open them up. Now they're powering those barriers up top, and we could also use the battery to discharge this device. So if we grab the battery on this side, stick it in here, it will charge. Yes, that barrier goes down. And we can have a charged battery as well if we want it or need it for something, because let's be honest, we're gonna need it for something. I think what we're gonna do, maybe leave this here for now, because there is a second discharge battery up top here. So we can use it to siphon even more energy from the system and open that second barrier. But it will not be just in one step, because that device doesn't have a battery slot. So what we have to do is get the power from this device into the battery. Now that it's charged, we split our cats and remove the power from this device into this device. Since this one on the right requires 2 charges, putting just one into it doesn't block us. So we're good. We have 2 charged batteries and 2 things open. We need to merge, so we will be only able to carry 1 battery at a time, presuming we still need them for something. Yes, we can go to substation C. Okay, substation C doesn't have a battery slot. This has a battery slot, so that lets us now use that elevator at the bottom, which means we have to use the power from all those batteries to charge the devices at the bottom, and then use our cats to transfer it to the other substation. So let's put all the batteries in this room. Need to split our cats. Yes, we can do power sharing. This can go here. And one of our cats now should be able to go over here. Yes, we can do the transfer all at once. So if we can get all the batteries into the machine, get it charged, and now we can transfer all 4 power into that one, and that's done. Wow, this one was much easier than the other one. So yeah, we can just exit now. There we go. What's the power levels now? Yeah, powerful critical. Well, let's see how you like it after I do one more puzzle. The final room in the set. Okay, we've got a battery printer. Yes, this one's discharged. Substation D. Okay, so this is our final objective. We can pull the cover so far, but we won't be able to bring anything here yet. There is a barrier in front of it, so... Okay, we will be able to open that door on this side, but then that will lock the barrier. But before that, we need to get the battery charged. Well, Orange Cat is able to go up here and discharge this machine in order to get a battery powered. And now we can share it back to our blue Chunky Cat, and the door is open. Yes, and then we can get onto this side. Okay, this panel is removable on the blue cat side, but actually on the orange cat side, this panel is not removable. So we can't do any power transfers here. Now, this side also takes a battery, but now that the blue cat is beyond this door, how do we get that out? Because we need to remove this Heisenberg field to be able to move freely. I need to get energy out of this right side container in order to get this Heisenberg field out. But because this one doesn't have the flap, we can't just use our cat powers to get the energy wirelessly from place to place. We would have to get it to Substation D, which requires our orange cat to actually be in here. And then we can do the transfer. We can do the transfers from here into here. That removes this field. Okay, this is a start. Now let's let the orange cat out, because now our two cats can meet at the top. Okay, so now that orange cat can go there, we can take blue cat into Substation D, stick the battery into here, charge the station, and then do the transfer to Substation D. This time we only needed 2 levels of power, so not too bad. Yes, really it feels like Substation A, which I would take to be like the first puzzle in the section, seemed like the hardest of them all, at least for me. Well, we're done. So now power flow will be extremely unacceptable. That's the last power substation, Mittens. Head back to the main area. The maintenance access door should open now. Let's get that access level 1, because I think that's all been about. The door is opening, Susan. Not for the first time on this mission. I have an ominous feeling. Yes, is there a massive security dog on the other side? My telemetry is telling me you're on the right path here. That said, I don't know what to expect in the next area. Keep your wits about you, Mittens. Yes, I mean, power level dangerously high. Who knows what could happen? Okay, we've overloaded the machinery. This thing is just freaking out. Hey, Susan, I can see why all the alarms are going off now. What's afoot? Dangerously overcharged power cells by the looks of it. Eep. Susan's going eep like she didn't just tell us to do this. This way forward seems to be inaccessible right now. Don't worry though, I'm sure I'll think of something. Okay, well, keep me in the loop. Well, we can still open this cover here and touch it. Become a dangerously overloaded cat. Yowzers! Okay, so I need to be split if I'm touching an overcharged cell and not touching two at once. Lesson very much learned. Okay, so now when we're overcharged, we become like a whole ball of energy, and we can overcharge actual barriers, items. There is also shards to get, but that may require some extra steps because the blue shard is like at the bottom of the screen on some pipe. So let's see, if we stop here on the orange and then get our blue chunky kitty this way, can we just jump on this pipe? It doesn't appear like I can get on this barrier here and therefore on that pipe. I don't know if there's gonna be some other interaction with being overcharged. So I can get the other cat here, go to this side, and then this cat is overcharged. But that still doesn't let me get across here. Yeah, it let me go through the barriers. Ah, there's a hole here, so I am able to jump from this side. Okay, well, extra steps required then. So first I need to get Chunky Mittens touching this so that Fancy Mittens can go into the middle of here. And then Chunky Mittens can go on the pipes and grab that shard. There we go, more outfits currency earned. And now I just need to get back together. Okay, well, we have learned we have this power now, so let's see what puzzles will they bring us now. Susan, guess what? What? Just guess. Mittens, is this really the time for a guessing game? Okay, I'll give you a hint. What happens if a cat that can be in two places at once touches an overcharged power cell? Well, considering we're in a conversation, nothing bad? I have become a roving ball of chaos. a being of pure energy. I can overpower Heisenberg fields and doors and who knows what else. That's great. Just don't get distracted from the mission. You just have to get to Big Mandy's office. Remember? Yes, we're basically like, hey, Susan, I've got superpowers. And she's like, whatever. Anyway, time to become big ball of energy some more. Can open this. Can open this. What's inside? A battery field. Okay, well, those barriers mean nothing to me. I can pick up a battery and charge it with my mouth because I'm so powerful. And then just stick it in here so we can leave through the door. I am all powerful. But does that mean, because in the diagnostic we can overpower and Heisenberg fields, right? So does that mean we can actually leave the room as a single cat? No, okay. They have installed some measurements to not allow us to do this. Also, my fluffy tail gets extremely fluffy when I'm charged. Okay, well, I guess we have to just solve this room with the tools they're giving us here. So we start by opening this cell and charging ourselves up. I assume, yes, it doesn't let us pass through physical objects, just various barriers, fields. Okay, we can, charge the, we don't even have to touch those cells, like we come up to them and they become charged. So now there is a camera here that actually deactivates our power because obviously our other cat becomes theoretical. But if we just stand in this corner, we should be able to reactivate and continue going. Yeah, you mean nothing to me, Heisenberg fields. Okay, I was like, can we touch that cell at the bottom? Not quite. Oh, but we should be able to jump in there. Like if we go slightly down. Oh no, there is a grate there. I thought the side was open. So now I'm up top here. I can charge my chunky cat at the bottom and they get access here. But we need to somehow get down there and get that power cell activated. So we can make this kitty theoretical and then we have access to here. And we could discharge this cell to pass the power on. But then this camera doesn't work and the chunky kitty is basically trapped in this corner, right? They're unable to leave. And then our fancy orange cat is also trapped in this little cage because can't turn them theoretical, they can't leave. So if we return the power here, we may have to try a different arrangement. Oh, I think I need to go back a few steps. If I send this cat back here and then send the orange cat back from the top to where the camera is, now our chunky kitty can pass through into here and we can pull this cover. So we'll have access here. That lets us then charge the power cell that's inside there and therefore gives us access to a camera on this side. So now we need to return back to the top. From here we make our top kitty theoretical and then supercharge him to charge this cell and use the camera again to let them leave. And now our bottom cat is able to be charged and make it all the way through the same way to the top. Okay, and that's it. The door is open. We can merge back together and leave. Another big door, another overcharged power cell for us to play with. Okay, we need to get up to the top, open this as well. Okay, a battery needs to go here in order to open the door. Can we just charge ourselves and inject ourselves inside as a battery? I mean, if I touch this, yes, I can just about walk around the power cells so that they still get charged even though I can't touch them. Oh yes, I can be a battery. If I just stand there, it works as if it was a battery, but it's not going to quite work because we have to leave together through this door. However, okay, if I overcharge this field, it does shut on us, but it's fine because we can just merge back together, go in, grab the battery like normal, and then start doing shenanigans. Charge it with my mouth, hop up there, put it in the slot. There we go. And now we can leave together. I'm so OP right now. Sometimes like, oh, we have to use our normal powers. Some more of that. So let's start overpowering everything. The doors, the fields. I assume this platform will also become charged, if I reach it. And all of those fields. I may have to jump down there because the platform is not touching them. Well, there's some piggy banks for us to grab on the side first. Still have to push them off. They don't explode just because I stood near them. Okay, can I like jump near those things off the platform? Okay, it went down to there. If I stop powering it, it goes down, and then I can start powering it again. And that will then let me get to where the battery is. Now we can get off here. Everything's open, so our cats can get together. And off to exploring and abusing the next room. Okay, shards here. What's this device? Okay, we can overpower it. It's the level 1 access card. Okay. The thing just wasn't popping up. Okay, well, we can hop on the platform and charge it. Yes, I have to find the second shard. There it is, up at the top. Okay, so what we're gonna do is bring the orange cat up top with this other power field up there. And then the blue cat will have to jump down. Can we even get down from here? Now that both the cats are up here, can I get down from here? Well, I can find some extra money up top at the pipe, but I'm not sure I can actually jump down. I'm off the screen, so I'm not sure where I'm going. Yeah, I may have missed it, because I'm not sure there is a way down right now for me, although there's a door at the bottom, so we may be able to return there in a little bit. But for now, let's merge back together and we can go through this vent. Yeah, there's a pipe here, a discharge battery, so we need to get it charged somehow. If we can get back through here, yeah, there isn't a deep print field, so we can just charge it with ourselves, with our powers. There we go. Now the battery is charged, and now we can bring it back there and use it. So now it's here. We get a pipe back to the bottom, hopefully. Okay, well, we get a pipe down to a bunch of money. We can open another vent, and there's a level 2 access crate. Okay, it doesn't let us go back in that room I was in. I've infiltrated Big Mandy's office, Susan. Great! The lever clearance system will be around here somewhere. Look for another paired input security terminal. I shall do so. Okay, Big Mandy likes to exercise. That's why she's Big Mandy. Got a whole gym in her office. Just personal use. Okay, another... Okay, this is level 1 security, so actually we're probably getting back to that room we were just in through that door as soon as we get ourselves a security clearance. Oh, look at this! Oh, oops. Sorry. I wanted to stand next to it and like zoom in the camera to show the plushies she's got in her office, because I'm pretty sure that is an unpacking reference with the piggy and the chicken toys. Well, they made such a beautiful display and I immediately destroyed it because I'm a cat. Tough Mother Ultra Finisher. Okay, she's really into her physical accomplishments. She's got some signed football balls, trophies, more chicken toys, piggy banks. Okay, we're in Mandy's office, but I actually haven't completed her profile, so I can't hack her computer. Okay, there is also a little mouse that is just asking for us to destroy it. Yeah, take that. That's to the main elevator. But wait, does that mean I can't progress in the game now because I don't have full Mandy's profile and therefore I can't open her computer to give myself credentials for the access? Okay. Oh, I have to go back and try and find the various laptops I missed in order to get her profile. Okay. Well, we still got this elevator to the lower level, so let's see. They've got a firewall circuit installed. I found the clearance system. Oh, okay. Okay. I was wrong. We don't need the laptop for the clearance level. We just needed to make it down the elevator. So the laptop is still just, you know, if you find all of the information, then you get extra lore. But you're not forced to do this to progress in the game. Okay, let me see. The clearance level system has a 2-person paired input interface. You've seen this before. It requires simultaneous input from approved employees. I'm not an approved employee. But if there's one thing that I am, it's 2 things at once. Eloquently put. Once you take the firewall down, I can take care of the approval system. Find and remove the 4 firewall circuits. Good luck. Okay, so, well, they're giving us a battery here, so we better take it. There is a security thing to remove. That's down to 75%. Yeah, we can use the battery here. That lets us go up. So let's split up. And I use that to access this panel. That's down to 50%. Okay, there is a tube on this side, but it's locked, so we're not going down there just yet. But then we have this door that's clearly powered from the other side, because I can see the line on the floor. So how do we get through to there? Any cameras? No cameras, but this thing has a space at the bottom, so we can let one of our cats ride down, yes, to the other area, and we can use the charged battery to power this thing. Okay, that will take us back up, but we actually have to be in it for that. We can also use this system there to charge the other battery, but I think we have to go up first. So when we put the battery in, we have a little bit of time. We can quickly make it onto this platform. We get another part of the security system here. Pull that out, yeah, that opens the door. We get another battery. So we can use that here, right down again with second battery. And then our cat from the top can take this platform on this side to join us at the bottom as well. We just need to take the charge out. Now we can use the two cats to bring this platform down and get ourselves last part of the security system. Okay, and now we can use a battery to power the tube and get back up. Okay, open. Whee! Okay, time for some pressing buttons. So we have to repeat the sequence. Left, right, you know, can you tell your directions? Okay, I think one more. You have to start before it gets all the way to the end, because then they start disappearing. So I gotta be quick with that. Here we go, let's get our paws on this reader. Yes, palm read successful. Cat paws are fine for those readers. That's it, Mittens. Your clearance level has been raised to clearance level 1. You can now use clearance level 1 switches on computers, such as the door to the main elevator in the next room. Use the main elevator and head back to the maintenance hub. Yes, finally, we've got level 1 clearance. I think out of 5, because as I've seen level 5 clearance required at the start of the game. So I presume that's them telling us how far does this go. Okay, so we can make a quick return here. Get that level 1 clearance. There is a 2 battery chest here. We can get 1 battery from this room, but a second battery may have to be from where we just went. Okay, well, first of all, I wanted to return here to deal with the shards. So I need to split here, and I think I need to send the orange cat up first. And then what he will need to do is power things up for the blue cat and then quickly race to the other shard in time. Like, we can go all the way to the top, then blue cat stays here, orange cat run over, so we're reaching the shard in time. Yeah, there we go. Okay, now our cats are split, but that's fine. We can bring blue to the top. Now, the batteries for the chests. There is one here we can grab, because we no longer need it for the pipe, right? That was a single thing. And yes, there's this access to the room that I didn't even go to because I just went through the pipe. So there's more to do here. There is like bugs, there is more shards. So let's see where we can jump. Okay, we can go up here to get to the other pipe. So yeah, there are plenty secrets hidden around this building. I'm probably not even finding all of them. Yeah, we get this platform, we can power up this battery we've brought through. And there is one shard I can see here, but then where's the second one? This is, okay, second one here. So if we just pull this here, we should be able to go through it. There we go. Shard acquired. Now, let's grab this battery, because we will need it. Because yeah, that's Mandy's office right below us. And that now means we did bring 1 battery here. There we go. Now, there was a battery down when we were doing the security, so we should be able to just bring it through the elevator. Because yeah, there are no deep printer fields here. But now it's actually down at the bottom, so I have to go through the pipe, grab it here. Like, once the pipes are open, okay, this one doesn't stay open. The other one did. Okay, well, there are 2 batteries here, so we're good. Okay. Grab the second one, now just back to the office, and we'll be getting into that chest. There we go. Or our outfit chips. Well, there is a shop right here, so let's see if I've unlocked anything else I may wanna put on. Chef's hat, pirate hat, and an actual lion. Okay, let's let's go for pirate hat and a chef's hat. Our chunky hat is a chef now. Ah, we can even get a little pirate skull and crossbones pendant, so that goes well with our outfit. Oh no, we don't have enough bucks. I've not been picking up enough. Ah, well, we'll have to get that later then. Oh well, we can be a chunky chef and just a slightly incomplete pirate cat. Well, at least we have a reason to look for more money. Yes, now we can take the main elevator again. Yes, so we're in Power and Control East. Yeah, we're missing a couple things here. But yes, I think this game is gonna be big. I said this a few times, but this game is definitely big on backtracking and making sure you've looked in every corner, in every secret. So that's definitely something for like 100% completionists. Because yeah, some of the things are just not accessible until you get the right level of access and that stuff. But yes, they want us to go back to the maintenance hub. And that brings us back here to our now helpful Aya. Hi there, Mittens. It's a pleasure to see you again. The feeling is far from mutual. I can't begin to tell you how wonderful that makes me feel. I have clearance level 1 now, so I can access the data backup repository, right? Got it in one. You sure are a smarty pants. So, what do I do once I'm there? You will need to copy the backup data to a portable hard drive. Once you have it, bring it back down here to me. Put the data on a portable hard drive, bring it here. Then what? Allow me to unveil my socket for you. Ooh, dirty. Crumbs. There we go. We can cram the hard drive right up my socket. Then I shall digest all that lovely data. But first, how do I get into the repository itself? Yeah, I mean, I assume we go through the clearance level 1 door that we've been seeing, and also this clearance level 1 elevator first, because I assume that's some side stuff we can get here. Ah yes, there are those power devices here. So where can we get power for them? Here. Split the cats up, get on the lift, then transfer power up here. Okay, that's now open, but our other cat is trapped. But no worries about that, because we can use our quantum powers to pass through doors. And then we're both going up and going through that door we just opened. Yeah, and that takes us to Maintenance Hub West, so some other area. Huh, I wonder, because obviously it didn't ask us to go here and it was just like a side thing, so is this just whole thing of optional puzzles that we can do? Well, let's start by, yeah, switching powers around, because that lets us make the things go. Presumably we wanted to stop it in a specific way. Yeah, like this, that will let us hop over. Then we can switch 2 around, bring the power into here, make it spin. Okay, but we're too far to jump onto 2, so we need to turn 1 the other way. Okay, can we get on 3 while it's turning? We'll see. Potentially not. Potentially it's just too fast, even though I'm sure a real cat could do it. Oh, but that's fine, because we have this other thing here, so we can pass the power to there. Just have to be at the right turn for free. Okay, hopefully that's enough. So let's go together now, because the door is open and everything, so I don't think we need the second cat to be waiting there. Yeah, there we go. And there are shards. There are shards, but the other one's up on the other side of the Heisenberg field, so we'll need to figure out how we get there. Okay, I was like, let's go together, but maybe I was wrong, because I think we need to get power into here. So yeah, 1 cat goes back down to here, and we can discharge that 1 thing we have here into this machine. And then it's a spin force so that we can turn it in a way that will let us get to both sides. There we go. But yes, we need to disable that field in order to be able to get shards. Okay, for now, let's join together. Let's go to the other side. So we have cash machine, we can hack, you know, get that money for our rest of our pirate outfit. Although I think we need like 50, so we're only halfway there. Yes, we can discharge this to somewhere, and then we will be able to access the shards. Yeah. Okay, if we open this, split here, power this. Now the field is gone. We can have our cats hop over, get the shards. But now we need the second bit of power. So we need to go all the way back and transfer it wirelessly to the other side of the room. You touch this, you touch this. There we go. The vent is open. I assume that's some extra other side room. This side room has a side room. Maybe even more than one, because there is an elevator, there is the level 1 clearance door, and there is the vent. So what's in the vent? Let's start with this. Okay, piggy banks, lots of money. Okay, that lets us open this, which means we need to split up and start getting that money down as well. Hopefully that means we're getting our hired pendant then. Then we can open the pipe here, pick up all the money. Now 47. So still need a few more bucks. And where does that vent take us now? To the top, to where the elevator would have taken us. I'm still not sure what the vending machines do. I mean, they throw out trash, so if there's a Roomba, then obviously that would attract them. But other than that, I guess just mischief. Yeah, there's a shop, but I'm pretty sure we're not there yet. Yeah, need 3 more bucks. And there's a crate there with a hat. I guess an extra hat for us. But that requires to be on the other side of this door. Yeah, we can't jump on those boxes. Will the other door downstairs take us there? Take the elevator, I think. We don't need to go through the vent again. Okay, so level 1 clearance door takes us to more puzzles. We can discharge a battery there, and there is a battery to be discharged. Yeah, we can charge a battery here. That will open this. Okay, so we want to split our cats before we start doing this. Because yeah, the other cat goes here, and then we'll be able to put the charged battery into here, open the other bridge. Yeah, there we go. Okay, moon access card, a Roomba. Oh, a piggy bank. Surely there must be at least 3 bucks in this thing. Yeah, need 2 batteries for the chest. Someone's laptop. Lottery numbers. Did you see the lottery numbers last night? Do I seem like the kind of woman who plays the lottery? Of course not. I guess that's what they were. Seriously, that's 1 in a 14 million chance. Just try. I've got better things to do, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Correct. What? Okay, that may kind of, while it seems like a side note, it might go into that whole, the shadow cat telling us, oh, this is the end of all possibility, because somehow, through whatever they're doing here, they're ending, like, chance. And now, yes, lottery is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, because it's no longer random. Okay, we need the moon card to power this lift. And we need 2 batteries, like a battery here for something as well, and then 2 batteries for the chest. But there are no batteries in this room. Now, is there a battery, like is that a different field here? No, there is not, which means we can grab this battery and still have a use of it, yeah. Okay, well, we'll start with sticking it in here. That prints the moon card. So that's great, but how do we get a second battery? I mean, it might be from wherever this lift takes us. That's where the second battery is. And where does this door go to? Okay, so this is just the exit from the area and the main elevator, so we won't get a battery here. We just have to continue with wherever this takes us. We're going down. Oh, this was possibly up, but no. Down to some basement. What is there? Lots of money, and we can supercharge ourselves. Okay, when we're supercharged, we can make those lifts work automatically. So yeah, we can just put ourselves up wherever we want to go. Don't forget to pick up our money. Oh, it's just automatically also starts spitting out money when we're near it and supercharged. And then we can open this vent. And there we go. It's a battery. And therefore we know where to take that. Yep, pop it back in the crate. Get the other one, pop it back in the crate. Get them chips. I actually have a ton of chips. I'm struggling for bucks, which are the basic currency. And I guess that's it for this extra area, because then we can just return through the airlock back to that central hub. Okay, so that just takes us back through to this door in access level 1 that was on the back of the room. So that's interesting. Like the fact that they had this side door you go through in the vent and all that, but there's just a door in the back you could have gone into. Well, I can now afford to complete my pirate outfit. So let's get that done. There we go. Beautiful. Now, access to data backup repository. Well, I think we're on the way to our next set of puzzles and potentially next set of mechanics, because they keep adding things to what Mittens can do with their paws and with their powers. So we're gonna keep building up our access levels, we're gonna keep looking for secrets, and hopefully eventually we can find our way out of this facility, and along the way get more and more outfits. So more of that next time. Thank you so much for watching, and if you enjoyed this one, consider liking or subscribing. Thank you to channel members for supporting the channel, and I will see you soon on another adventure.